Yeah, I promise y'all, bro, I would not recommend this job to anybody, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I would not ever recommend this job to anybody, bro. Like, this gotta be one of the wackest jobs on the face of the earth. They really try to control your hours. They try to play with your money. They start giving you all these restrictions. You gotta be back by a certain time. They wanna rush you. Everything is time-based. Like, bro, I would not recommend, bro. Like, if you're a person and you're thinking about working here, you better second guess it. All jokes aside, bro, because once they start messing with your hours and they start messing with your money, bro, that's really gonna start to affect you. I don't care who you are. Real talk, bro, and I'm about tired of this shit, bro. I'm about to go back to Uber Eats. I don't care, bro, because this is trash, bro. I don't care. This is super trash, bro.
There used to be a time when working at the post office was a dream job. You made it in life. Now it seems like a lot of USPS postal workers are fed up with the working conditions, being overworked, and being underpaid.
What's going, cousins? Y'all know what? I'm ready to quit this motherfucking job. I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking high. I need a fucking raise. I don't even know how I'm gonna pay my bills. Bitch, I'm ready to be a pimp or something. This shit right here, this motherfucking job make you fucking depressed. I don't know if it's because it's the heat, the way they treat you, or what. I'm so sick of this shit. I need, if I quit this job, I'm gonna need a job that at least starts out at $70,000 a year. Fuck, I'm about to quit this motherfucker. I am so sick of this fucking job. Oh, y'all, so sick of it. I'm serious. Dude, I'm ready to sell some dope or something. This shit right here, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Something, some ass or something. I don't know, maybe a pimp.
See, the issues with jobs like the postal service and similar jobs like that is a lot of individuals are stuck because they don't really have a specific skill or trade, but the post office allows you, to make 20, 25, $30 an hour. You can build your way up and there's a lot of overtime opportunities. So you could wind up making, if you're willing to work the time, work the hours, probably 70, 80, maybe even $90,000 a year. But a lot of people hate the job because of the management and some of the other things that go along with it, like they don't even have air conditioning in most of these postal workers vehicles, and when you're in a blazing heat, that could be an issue. So you're basically stuck because you're not going to be able to find a job with the current skill set that you have or level of education that you have. So now you're stuck is either make this 70, 80, 90 working OT and putting up with this bullshit, or as you heard in the other clip, go back to working Uber Eats, which in my opinion wouldn't be a smart move at all.
So I was working for the post office, and it isn't an easy job, especially like starting off, because like you're starting off at the bottom, and like you could get sent away. You're gonna work a lot of days in the thing, but like I was dealing with that. I didn't care about the work. Like the money was nice, which it wasn't all that, but like my supervisor, like if I had appointments in the beginning, she'd be like, you need to cancel or reschedule. So me, like just starting off, I would be like, cancel a doctor's appointments, reschedule, or scared to book anything because she would call me in on my day off. And then after I reached probation, like I had some health stuff going on, and I'm like, I'm gonna need like, days off. And so I told and she was like, that's no problem. You never miss work. Like you're a hard worker. Like I'll work with your doctor's appointment. So I was like, perfect, cool. Cause there were going to be a lot. And in the beginning, like she was okay. And then like when they weren't falling on the days that she wanted, she was like, you need to cancel or reschedule those. And I'm not going to approve it. And I was like, well, it's not like I'm seeing a specialist. It's not like I could be like, oh no, I'm going to go this day instead of that way. Like they tell me when to go. And, so she was like getting mad about that. And then I got put on restrictions. Like I couldn't lift a lot or like to take it very easy because medication I was on. And she was just like, I feel like retaliating against me for going to the appointments when she didn't want me to go to them. And she would change the schedule around and like put me on the fucking shittiest routes. And even like, it was just, I don't know, it was just kind of like too much, and kind of what I'm trying to do right now on my health. And I needed, to worry about that and put myself first. So I did quit and not give a 2 weeks notice, which I never liked that or do that. But it was going to be 2 weeks of hell and my health, and I still needed to take it easy, and I actually still do need to take it easy. But don't let a boss or anyone ever, make you feel that way or control your life. I'm not saying go and quit your job, especially if you're not gonna have money next week. Like, luckily I had some saved up, and I have, me and my wife talked about it. But yeah, don't ever let a boss or anyone treat you like that. Don't ever know your worth, and know that a job isn't supposed to treat you like that. And also, it's very illegal.
She's spot on, especially when it comes to your health. You need to make sure you take care of your health concerns first. Because at the end of the day, if something happens to you and you're unable to perform that job, best to believe they'll find a replacement overnight. So you always want to prioritize your health in anything you do in life. And the fact that this supervisor was acting retaliatory because she had some medical conditions and needed to see some specialists. And as you know, it's very hard to see these specialists. So I understand where she's coming from, where she could not, choose the date. And I mean, whatever date she was given, she had to take. So the fact that she was a good worker, her boss, her manager definitely should have worked with her.
Personally, I don't think it's a bad job, but I don't think it's something I'm going to stay in for a long time as well. I'm trying to get my time in, but people have been working here 20 plus years, and they have said the same thing, that it's been like this for years now. Like, the post office needs to change.
You got to understand the post office is not going to change. It is what it is. Either you try to find a way to survive and make it to retirement, or you get in there, especially, if you don't have any other options, try to run the overtime up, stack some money, and use that money either to further your education or get another skill or trade, or you have to try to pivot out essentially. I mean, the conditions are only going to get worse. The workload is only going to get only going to get more. And honestly, the whole longevity of the post office is not what it used to be. It's a lot of uncertainty around the job, whether they're going to try to privatize it. So it's not even one main thing about the post office. Used to be the security aspect, knowing that you're always going to have a job. But you can't even say that in 2025 because it's looking a little shaky.
I just quit my job. I just quit my job. Like, I feel free. I feel free from so much right now. Like, I literally just quit my job. And I left them a nice note why I did. I am so... It's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm just going to do a quick read on why this is not even the tip of the iceberg. But if I could try to sum it up, this is the reality of why I'm done. It says, coming back to the post office was the most exciting thing I've done. I started off as a CCA in Chicago and was faced with managers telling me that this job was not for me and that they're going to fire your ass. Managers like LaWanda Baylock telling me that I didn't have time for emotional breakdowns, only time to move the mail. Watching Supervisor Sean from Ashburn Station say, I'm going to get that fat bitch fired. Speaking on a heavy-set carrier saying things like, that fat bitch can't carry mail. Coming to Minnesota was a great move for myself and my children. However, being hassled by managers like Ali from St. Louis Park Station took a toll on me. Being told I'm in for a rude awakening by Anthony at Ridgefield put a weight on me. Being antagonized by Leanne Lashell at WECA and pushed me to my breaking point almost broke me. Your carriers should be respected. Your carrier should be heard. I have not forgotten about the many scars bestowed onto me by workers of the United States Postal Service. I wish things could be better and different. I am overwhelmed with working 13-hour days and not hearing good job. I am tired of feeling like I am not enough. I am tired of being treated in the way I have been treated these last 3 years. And I am throwing in the towel. You work at the post office, you can't have dreams unless it's about doing something within the post office. There's no time for school. There's no time for your kids. You're going to neglect your children and you're going to neglect your family, all for some money. These people will not care about you. And they show it with their actions. And I've reached a breaking point, and I'm ready to just move on. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what God has planned for me, but I know I was not meant to sit here and suffer for $1. That's not for me. And I'm ready to move on with my life.
Well, hopefully she just didn't up and quit this job without something lined up, or at least having some type of savings. It sounded like she was dealing with a lot of emotional abuse at the job, and she just reached her breaking point. And see, this is the downside of working these types of jobs, where they know they got you because they know it's pretty much nowhere else you can go to make that type of money. So they really don't care. So you have to develop an exit strategy when you're working um, these types of jobs. If you know that you're not going to be built to make it to retirement, which most probably won't, you have to. And this is something that I always preach on my channel. You have to try to get a skill set. Again, you have to get some type of trade, because this tips the scales towards your side. So you don't have to take this type of emotional abuse at the job, people talking to you crazy. Um, and having a skill set allows you to go into the marketplace and maneuver around. So maybe you could get some more flexibility. Maybe you could try to work remote, so you can have a better work-life balance. But let me know how you feel in the comments below. I want to hear from my United States postal workers. How do you feel about the job and the working conditions? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.